Brooke here with genConnect.com, and I'm joined today by Michelle Marciniak and Beth Brooke. Michelle is a former basketball player and is now the co-founder of SHEEX, an incredible new bedsheet line. And Beth Brooke is the global co-chair of public policy at Ernst Young. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
We are coming upon the 41st anniversary of Title IX, and I think it would be very fair to say that the two of you are both examples of why Title IX was so necessary and so effective. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Title IX was absolutely game-changing. I was actually in the first class of scholarship recipients when Title IX became enacted. I played basketball at Purdue University. And, you know, the year before I played, scholarships were not available to women athletes. And now, you know, more in Michelle's era, you know, we take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And when you decided to become an athlete, did you at any point feel, oh, that might not be the easiest path? Or did you feel like that road was really paved for you at that point?
Well, I always played sports as a young girl. I grew up playing with boys, you know, playing with guys. And I always had the opportunity, to go on. I knew I could go to college. I knew I could go to college and play athletics and play basketball. And so for me, I was on the other side of Title IX, and in a very positive way. I'm so happy that I was able to be afforded the opportunities as an athlete, because I know that my coach Pat Summitt from the University of Tennessee, she was on the other side.
Sure.
And so she always pre Title IX, and so she always made sure that we understood what those opportunities that were in front of us were, and made sure that we really appreciated the opportunities in front of us.
Absolutely. And Beth, I know that you're now working on a new initiative to take your passion for sports, your experience for sports, and your passion for bringing women into sports to the next level.
Well, it really, the genesis of our initiative, which is a Women Athletes Global Leadership Network, stemmed from the 40th anniversary of Title IX last year. I was on several panels talking about the 40th anniversary, and what I discovered on those panels is I was the only businesswoman on those panels, and then there were women from the sports world. And what was clear is that the sports world of women and the business world of women were siloed. The two weren't connected. And so, in fact, we just launched last week some research that shows very clearly that women senior business executives today, 90% of them have played sports.
Really?
Yeah, and if you just focus on the C-suite, so the most successful women executives, 96% of them actually played sports, and over half of those played at the university level, sort of the Title IX era, beneficiaries. So that correlation, that connection between success in sport and success in business is really the reason why we started this network. This network is to help elite athletes, elite female athletes, when they get to the end of life in sport, pivot into success, either as entrepreneurs like Michelle, or as business executives, or as policymakers, or as other corporate leaders. It's to help those female elite athletes pivot into success after sport.
Could we distill it down to what the core skills are that one develops in sport that are then very directly transferable into becoming a successful executive?
For me, it's work ethic, self-confidence, passion, determination. Relentless. I mean, when you decide you're going to do something as an athlete, you don't stop until you do it. So there's something really special that you learn through athletics, in that you just have the determination to see things through. That it's just a no quit mentality, and pointed in the right direction, as the network is going to do as far as connecting you. We know what to do. Athletes know what to do once you are in front of people that can help you.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's causation or correlation, though? Do you think that through all that practice on the court, in the field, really you're able to develop these leadership skills? Or do you think that it's that same kind of person is attracted to sport and to rising up the ladder in an executive capacity?
I don't think you can go as far as to say it's causation. I think it's correlation. But those skills that Michelle described are the exact skills that sports is training leaders. That's what it's doing. And it's training great entrepreneurs, because to be an elite athlete, you have to be pretty entrepreneurial as well to arrange your coaching, your sponsorships, everything you need to do. But what those skills that are inherently then baked into an elite athlete do is provide a framework for success. And all they do, they know that if they, just as Michelle said, work hard, over preparation, discipline, focus, teamwork, self-confidence. All you got to do is give them the inspiration and the role modeling to give them the confidence that those skills translate over into the business world.
Sure. You just need to really be the catalyst, to be the conduit through which they can channel those skills.
They do. What we have found in the start of this network is that most elite athletes think they have three options. One, continue to be a professional athlete. Two, go into coaching. Or three, be a broadcaster. They don't think that they have these incredible skills to go do other things. So the network will help hone those skills, give them some other competencies, and convince them that they have all the skills they need and more. When you're in business, you can't train these skills into somebody. These skills only come through an elite athlete.
Mm-hmm. As you both have risen up the ranks, what have been the number one piece of advice they've each received?
Number one
piece of advice.
piece of advice. I'll let you go first.
That's well played.
Yeah.
I could see. Okay.
Well, it's interesting. I don't know if it's a piece of advice, but one of my great learnings over time has been build networks based on what you can do for others and build them early. It's just like saving money when you're a little kid. Put the pennies in the piggy bank, and when you grow up, you're going to be wealthy.
Yeah.
Same way with networks. When you're in school, you're building networks of colleagues, whether it's in your community, whether it's through various things that you're involved in, you are creating networks. And if you create them based on what you can do for others, those networks over the course of your life, whether it's in sport or in business or in politics, will come back so richly to not only help you be successful, but to help you make a difference in what you do in life. And at the end of the day, that's what's important.
For me, I just think it's do what you're passionate about, and because we all have things that we absolutely love and that we find, just have a certain amount of, it's just passion. I mean, it's, if you don't love what you're doing, you're probably not going to be very good at it, and so the advice is just follow your dreams through your heart.
Well, you both certainly seem to have done so. Thank you so much, Beth. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
And to learn more about Beth and Michelle and the incredible work that they're doing on and off the court, be sure to check out genConnect.com.